is one of the most important phases during a flight. The approach briefing should be completed each time before starting the approach. It's mandatory during a line operation and it's highly recommended during a single pilot operation. What does it mean, approach briefing? It's a mental preparation of each element that could affect the approach phase. The captain and the first officer will take a short and deep oral interaction, analyzing together what they can expect in the next minutes when they will receive a clearance to continue the approach. The approach briefing is completed by the pilot in command. The pilot monitoring assists the pilot flying, providing assistance, questions and suggestions about the approach. This is the highlights approach for runway 29er of Bergamo Airport, International Airport. The cow code is Lima India Mike Echo, as we can see in our chart. I remind you this is an example just to teach you how to read and perform an approach briefing. The nav frequency for our ILS approach is 108.7 and we need to insert this frequency in the system and we must ensure that the frequency is set, so we need to check when we perform an approach briefing. The final approach course for our ILS approach is 285 degrees, as we can read on the chart. It's very important to set this approach course in the system. This permits us to be aligned with the glide path. The minimum sector altitude, as we can see in the chart, we are coming from the southeast side, is 8,800 feet. The minimum sector altitude is very important to monitor and you must be sure that you are flying at correct altitude. We will intercept our final approach point at 10 nautical miles DME at 3,800 feet. At this point we can start our descent. The decision altitude for our approach, in case we are flying with a light aircraft like a Cessna or like a Tecnam P2006, is a category A, so will be 970 feet above medium sea level. The decision height will be 216 feet. We check the RVR for category A. In case of missed approach, climb on track 285 degrees until 1,300 feet or 446 feet above ground level. Then turn left, intercept and follow radial 166 outbound VOR to 12 nautical miles DME. Then climb 2,000 feet and hold. The error must be identified and mitigation briefed. At this point, the approach briefing is completed and the pilot flying asks to the pilot monitoring if there are any comments or suggestions.